Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we'll talk about certain questions. First question is, suppose you are seeing a person getting electrocuted. आपके सामने एक बंदे को इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक लग रहा है. What will be your immediate action?
Sir, switch off the power supply.
Switch off the power supply. That's it.
Then press the
Isolate.
manual point.
Try to switch off the power, remove the victim from safely any non-metallic particles like rubber or any plastic or any wooden particles. See the victim is any injury or not, and check the and give CPR for give the CPR for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And check that don't give any liquids, any drugs, any food items. Must monitor the victim. If any major injuries or any causes, we call medical advice.
Please be little loud.
Don't give drugs, foods, and any alcohol items. One person on standby on victim. If any major causes any danger, any you need a I need the medical advice for the help for medical advice.
Okay. See, first of all, whenever any person is getting electrocuted, your first action should be stop the power supply. Okay. The first action should be what? Stop the power supply. Keeping in mind that by doing that process, your safety doesn't get hampered. Okay. Your safety doesn't get hampered. After stopping the power supply, raise the alarm. Okay, power supply बंद करने के बाद the next course of action should be raise the alarm because you will need more person. So after stopping, पहला आपका एक्शन यही होना चाहिए कि पावर सप्लाई स्टॉप करो and then raise the alarm. After raising the alarm, then try to pull the casualty away from the light source. अभी आपने पावर ऑफ कर दिया है. If the casualty is still stick to the socket, then try to pull the casualty by either wearing the rubber gloves or using a wooden stick. जो भी कंफर्टेबल नजदीक हो आपको. Do not touch the casualty with bare hand because some of the static charges will be there in the body which can give you a good shock. Okay, static charges can give you a good shock, so don't touch with a bare hand. आप रबर ग्लव्स पहन के उसको कैजुअलिटी को पुल करो एंड लाई द कैजुअलिटी इन द रिकवरी पोजीशन. उसके बाद कैजुअलिटी को फ्लोर पे लिटाओ एंड पुट इट इनटू द रिकवरी पोजीशन एंड देन यू चेक द कंडीशन ऑफ द कैजुअलिटी. उसके बाद कैजुअलिटी की कंडीशन देखो. इफ ही इज कॉन्शियस, ट्राई टू आस्क हिम where he is having pain, what all problems he is having. If he is unconscious, then आगे का जो प्रोसेस है आपका, that is breathing, airway circulation. Okay.
सर अगर वो कॉन्शियस है तभी हम उसको क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं, और अगर अनकॉन्शियस है तो फिर उसको हम लोग
अनकॉन्शियस है तो उसका ब्रीदिंग, एयरवे सर्कुलेशन, जो बेसिक चीजें हैं ना, वो आप चेक करो कि वेदर ही इज अलाइव और नॉट. इफ ही इज नॉट ब्रीदिंग, देन ट्राई टू गिव सीपीआर. Okay. Is it okay? Understood? By the time your medical team will reach, जैसे ही आपने ऑलरेडी अलार्म बजा दिया ना, इतना सब करोगे तब तक मेडिकल टीम आ जाएगी एंड फ्रॉम देयर दे विल टेक केयर. Is it okay? So, can you able to answer this question?
यस सर.
इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि द फर्स्ट कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन शुड बी स्विच ऑफ द पावर कीपिंग योर सेफ्टी इन माइंड एंड सेकंड रेज द अलार्म. Okay. Now, next question. If you see a fire during engine room round, what will be your action? अगर इंजन राउंड में आपने फायर कहीं पे नोटिस किया, व्हाट विल बी योर एक्शन? Do you understand my question?
Sir, if it is a small fire, then uh, we can try to extinguish. If it is uncontrollable, then I have to raise the alarm, sir, nearby that local call point, sir.
Okay, that's not right way. Anyone else?
Sir, even if it is small fire or big fire, we have to raise the alarm first.
Okay, go ahead.
And then afterwards, if it is a small fire, then we will try to extinguish.
Okay. If you cannot be able, if you are not able to extinguish the fire, then
Then our team members will come, sir, and we will take a toolbox meeting or small meeting where we can discuss and prepare our firefighting team and backup team, medical team, everything. So after making all plan, we will extinguish the fire.
wrong. Because whenever the fire alarm will be sounded, each person will go to the muster station. They will not get accumulated around you to do a toolbox meeting also.
Yes, sir, correct.
First find the fire, what type of fire, and raise the alarm for inform. And restrict extinguisher. Small fire means nearby take the fire extinguisher. We try to fight with the fire. Big fire means go to that muster station, and after all people are muster station, take the head count, sir. The head count after we go to that fireman.
See, always go ahead with the full form of a fire. F stands for find. So in the questions only they are telling that during your engine round, you have find the fire. So this part is done. I stands for inform. Okay. So no matter fire is a small or big. Okay. No matter fire is small or big, you will have to inform. The moment when you came to know about the location of the fire, you will have to inform. And for information, it is advisable to hit the manual call point. Okay, for the information part, it is advisable to hit the manual call point, because once you hit the manual call point, then alarm will be sounded without any delay. When the sensors get activated, okay, when the sensors get activated, at that time alarm gets sounded with a delay. उसमें कुछ delay होता है sensor activation और alarm बजने के बीच में. But once you hit the manual call point, there is zero time delay. Immediately your alarm will be sounded. So I stands for inform. R stands for restrict. Okay, R stands for restrict. So if you have seen the location of a fire and the type of the fire, then you will have to see that if any nearby associated flammable things are there or not. In the close proximity of the fire, where any flammable things are there, if any pipeline has got rupture, okay, if any valve is leaking, which is providing the fuel supply, so you need to stop. But here, one thing you should keep in mind, whatever the measures which you are going to take to restrict the fire, that measure should not hamper your safety. चाहे आप इन्फॉर्म करो, चाहे आप रेस्ट्रिक्ट करो, चाहे आप एक्सटिंग्विश करो, no matter whatever the measures you do, always keep in mind your safety doesn't get hampered. First thing. Second thing, when you are going for the restriction process, if your restriction process is causing propulsion or power failure, do not do that. Okay. If your restriction process is causing propulsion or power failure, do not do that. As for example, suppose your lube oil pipeline has got rupture and it is spilling on the exhaust manifold and which is catching the fire. कोई भी सिलेंडर लुब्रिकेशन का पाइप फट गया या lube oil का पाइप फट गया and that lube oil is getting spread on the exhaust manifold and it has catches the fire. So in such cases, when you stop the lube oil pump, so that will lead to the propulsion failure. Correct, na? Okay. So do not do that because we are not aware about what is the outside condition. इमेजिन करो कि अगर आपने बिना ब्रिज के परमिशन के लूब ऑयल पंप बंद कर दिया एंड द वेसल इज इन चैनल, so you might lead to collision or grounding, which will be a much more bigger disaster than this fire. Okay, so whenever you are going for restricting the fire, always keep in mind your restriction process should not hamper propulsion or power failure. If that propulsion or power failure is doing, don't do that. Then E stands for extinguish. Usually the fire is quite easy to get extinguished at the beginning stage. Okay, फायर जब छोटा होता है तो उसको एक्सटिंग्विश करना बहुत ही इजी होता है. Okay, so you have already seen the fire, you have already seen the type of the fire. Okay, so on the basis of that, use appropriate extinguisher and extinguish it. If the fire is small, you can extinguish by extinguisher. अगर fire आपका big है तो E stands for escape also. If you cannot extinguish, then escape. And for escape, you take the escape route and keep on shouting fire, fire, fire. Reach to the muster station and explain what all measures you have taken, exact location of the fire, whether you have utilized any extinguisher or not. Share all the details with the in charge. Okay, and then follow the instruction what in charge is telling you to do so. Okay, so these are the course of action when you see a fire. अगर आपने सुना, suppose you have heard there is a fire alarm or when you heard somebody shouting fire, 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 then what will be your action? बोलो. अगर सपोज आप केबिन में हो और आपने फायर 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 सुना तो आपका एक्शन क्या होगा?
Sir,
Go to master station.
Go to
Master station, sir.
master station, sir.
Take the immersion suit and life jacket and go to the master station.
Yeah, you need to say take your life saving appliances and then rush to the muster station. जो personal protective equipment आपको provided है, carry and then go. Okay, don't say go to the muster station straight away. आपको बोलना पड़ेगा लाइफ जैकेट और इमर्सन सूट लेके विल गो टू द मस्टर स्टेशन एंड फॉलो एज इंस्ट्रक्टेड. Whatever the duty which you are having in case of a fire drill, follow that. Clear? Is it okay? Now, can you able to answer this question? Okay. Sometimes in written especially, the question is been asked, what is the difference between lead acid cell and alkaline cell?
Lead acid itself have 2 voltage, but lead acid alkaline cell have 1.2 voltage.
Is my screen visual to you guys? Just have a look about lead acid and alkaline. Do let me know when it's done, guys.
Yes, sir. Done.
Is it done?
Yes, sir.
The difference between lead acid cell and alkaline cell? No, there is a small cross questions with it. Suppose you will have to prepare a electrolyte. Okay, suppose you will have to prepare a electrolyte. So what you will do? You will put acid into water or water into acid.
Acid into water.
You will put acid into water. Is it right?
Sir, acid into water, sir.
Acid into water, not water into acid.
Yes, sir.
Why? What happens if we put water into acid?
So spark is coming, sir. Any fire hazard, any not safety.
Always remember, the trick to remember is what? The first alphabet is A and then your W is coming. Sequence हमारा क्या है? A to W. So follow this. Always put acid into water. Vice versa, not good. W to A, not good. If we put water into concentrated acid, in order to make electrolyte, these will react vigorously and that will cause splashing. When you put acid in the concentrated acid, when you put water, they will react vigorously and that will cause splashing. And a splashing can danger what? Endanger the life of the person. Okay, अगर आपके बॉडी पे एसिड स्पिल हो गया तो क्या होगा? What will happen if the acid get spilled on your body?
Burn, sir.
In such cases, आपके फ्लेसेस जो है वो डाइल्यूट हो जाएंगे, ओनली द बोन्स विल बी देयर. Okay. Many a time the surveyor used to ask how to test certain safeties. Okay. So these are the list of safeties and their testing methods. Is my screen visible to everyone? Please have a look. These are some of the main switchboard safeties and their testing methods.
Sir, in low insulation method alarm, if there is no this test button or on the insulation panel, then we can test like this also there. Like we can take a shoe and short in between ground and one face, and then we can plug in and check whether it is showing low insulation or no.
That is a crude method, but usually that is not accepted. आप दिखा सकते हो if required, but otherwise ये this is not an acceptable method of testing. एक टेस्ट बटन डेफिनेटली सर्किट में होना ही चाहिए.
Sir, in my last 3 ships, no any test button was there. That's why I'm asking.
How is that possible कि आपका टेस्ट बटन और लो इंसुलेशन का है ही नहीं?
नहीं था सर. स्टार्टिंग में तो हम लोग ऐसे करते थे, जो लो इंसुलेशन रिले है उसमें 2 पॉइंट्स को शॉर्ट करके चेक करते थे एवरी वीक. और उसके बाद ये मेथड डेवलप किया कि इसको शॉर्ट कर दिया फेस और ग्राउंड को, और उसके बाद इंजेक्ट उसके शू को प्लग इन करके चेक करते थे.
सरप्राइजिंग.
सर ये करंट इंजेक्शन और वोल्टेज इंजेक्शन कैसे करेंगे?
व्हाट?
करंट इंजेक्शन और वोल्टेज इंजेक्शन कैसे करेंगे
करंट इंजेक्शंस के लिए you will require current injectors. This is a tool, usually शिप पे नहीं होता है. ओके. एंड वोल्टेज के लिए वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर. दिस इज ऑल्सो अ टूल If you have on board, then only you can try out the exact voltage at which trip is getting activated. So voltage regulator and current injector. These are the two tools which you will require for over voltage, under voltage, and over current.
Oh,
But sir, these under voltage, over voltage, these trips we usually test it in dry dock. Yeah.
The dry dock used to verify all your trips, and they will give you a certificate for that also कि at what percentage does these trips are tried out. ऑनबोर्ड हम लोग के पास करंट इंजेक्टर्स नहीं होता है, इसीलिए ऑनबोर्ड हम लोग ओवर करंट को ट्राई आउट नहीं कर पाते.
And under voltage, sir?
अंडर वोल्टेज ऑल्सो. अगर आप सिर्फ ट्रिप एक्टिवेट कराना चाहते हो तो वोल्टेज सेंसिंग यूनिट का फ्यूज निकाल के आप एक्टिवेट कर सकते हो. But exactly at what voltage does it trip, you will not come with the taking out the fuse. For that, you will require voltage regulator.
Okay.
अगर सपोज आपने वोल्टेज सेंसिंग यूनिट से फ्यूज निकाल दिया तो that trip will get activated. But actually at what voltage does it trip? 80% of the rated voltage? Correct, na? Under voltage trip. This is the setting for this. So how you will come to know कि exactly मेरा 80 आया तभी मेरा trip activate हुआ? You will not come to know about taking out the fuses, na?
Yes, sir.
जैसे
And
मैंने
sir,
आप लोग को बताया था कि अगर लो प्रेशर ट्रिप अगर आपको जनरेटर का ट्राई आउट करना है, so you drain the pressure gauge. So you drain the pressure gauge, this trip will activate. But exactly at what pressure does the trip get activated, you will not come to know by draining the pressure gauge. For that, you will require a pressure calibrator. Clear, na?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो वैसे ही आप फ्यूजेज निकाल के by taking out the fuses, you can activate that trip. But exactly at what voltage does the trip got activated, that you will not come to know by taking out the fuses. For that, you will require voltage regulator.
सर ये ओवर फ्रीक्वेंसी और ये अंडर फ्रीक्वेंसी, ये हम लोग जो पैनल्स में वो नोब रहती है जिसके थ्रू हम लोग फ्रीक्वेंसी इंक्रीज और घटा सकते हैं, उसके थ्रू भी चेक कर सकते हैं बढ़ा के?
उसके थ्रू भी आप चेक कर सकते हो.
Good, sir. Sir, what maintenance normally taking in out conductor and relay, sir?
What? I couldn't get it. Please be little loud.
Sir, what maintenance we carried out routine maintenance for conductor and relay?
Contactors का you check the condition, you check the any arc debris are there. If the contactor has got a pitting on the marks, okay, then you need to clean it, make it smooth. If deep pitting marks are there, then you need to replace the contactors. Okay, there is a regular interval, you need to check the contactors. आप उस ब्रेकर को आइसोलेट करके कॉन्टैक्टर्स को निकाल के बाहर लेके आओ एंड विजुअली एग्जामिन, check the condition. If too much pitting marks, replace the contactor. If small pitting marks, then use fine emery paper and with electro clean, you can make it smooth and use it.
Sir, during cargo operation of cargo crane, we need to clean this contacts every after cargo operation or have some time?
It depends. आपका मैनुअल में देखो स्टैंडर्ड इंटरवल क्या दिया हुआ है.
Okay.
Okay, just refer the manual that what standard intervals it is telling. If it is telling that each and every operations you need to clean, you need to clean. Otherwise, as the ships get old, your maintenance interval becomes more quickly. जैसे जैसे आपका वेसल पुराना होता जाता है, मेंटेनेंस इंटरवल आपकी ड्रॉप होते जाती। तो पुराने क्रेन्स में हो सकता है एवरी ऑपरेशन या ऑपरेशन के बीच में भी आपको क्लीन करने की जरूरत पड़े। Okay, just see the previous history, previous maintenance schedule, what the people are following. Follow that or check the manual. Usually manual you will find running hours पे है. Okay, how much running hours? They need to check these all contractors for condition that we can get it from the manual running hours.
Sir, for relay, what maintenance we need to carry out?
See, no matter whether you are testing relay or a contactor, the very first thing you need to see is visual inspection. कोई उसमें मैकेनिकल डैमेज तो नहीं है। ओके, देन रिलीज कैन बी टेस्टेड विथ आईआर। उनका आईआर वैल्यू भी लिया जाता है, इंसुलेशन रेसिस्टेंट टेस्ट यू कैन डू। ओके, देन you can check the setting of the relay, whether the setting is according to the manual or not. Okay, after that you need to give that much current to the relay and see the operation. उसके बाद रिले आपका प्रॉपरली काम कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है, that you will have to check. Okay, so these are the usual things, usual maintenance which we used to carry out on a relay. Also use the centrifugal brakes. कभी आप लोगों ने डिसमेंटल करते हुए देखा है गियर्स वगैरह को? Have you seen these type of arrangements? लाइव बोट का डेविट, रेस्क्यू बोट का डेविट, वहां पे रहता है ना सेंट्रीफ्यूगल ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम। कैन यू सी माई स्क्रीन?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये जो आपका दिस पार्ट, दिस इज योर ब्रेक शू, ऊपर में भी है, दीज आर द ब्रेक शू। एज द शाफ्ट रोटेट्स एट अ हायर आरपीएम, ये आपका जो शाफ्ट है, when this rotates at a higher rpm, the centrifugal force will cause this brake shoe to move outward. सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स की वजह से ये ब्रेक शू क्या होंगे, आपके आउटवर्ड मूव करेंगे। will they move outward and these springs will get elongated, and when they will move outward they will touch with the outer body and provide opposition to the movement na. Tell me. When this shaft will run at a higher rpm, at that time centrifugal force will cause other mass to move outward na. Are you guys understanding what I mean to say? and when they will move outward they will rub with this outer body, outer lining जो है उसके साथ brake shoe आपका rub करेगा, and they will oppose the further movement and thus reduce the RPM of the shaft. ये सेंट्रीफ्यूगल ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम मेक श्योर करता है कि मैक्सिमम लोअरिंग स्पीड कितना से ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए फॉर लाइफ बोट. What is the maximum lowering speed for live boat, guys?
36 meter per second.
The maximum lowering speed should not be greater than
36 meter per minute.
36 meter per minute. Okay, the maximum lowering speed should not be greater than 36 meter per minute. So this centrifugal braking system will make sure that lowering speed should not be greater than 36 meter per minute. Okay. Now, next question. What are the trips of main engine? मेन इंजन के स्टैंडर्ड ट्रिप्स कौन कौन से हैं? Are you guys understood my question? What are the main engine trips and which all main engine trips are non-cancelable? Means in any condition you are not supposed to cancel those trips. It means emergency maneuvering के टाइम पे भी वो सारे ट्रिप्स आपके कैंसिल नहीं किए जा सकते. Tell me what are main engine trips?
Lube oil low pressure trip.
Lube oil low pressure trip, very correct. Then
Main engine jacket cooling water high temperature trip.
वाह 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 वाह. मेन इंजन कभी भी जैकेट कूलिंग वाटर हाई टेम्परेचर में ट्रिप होता है क्या?
ओवर स्पीड ट्रिप.
तो सर अलार्म देगा.
वो अलार्म देगा. जनरेटर जैकेट वाटर हाई टेम्परेचर में ट्रिप होता है, नॉट मेन इंजन. करेक्ट ना?
यस सर.
In generator we are having jacket water high temperature is a trip, but as far as what I have sailed on ships, main engine jacket water high temperature is just a alarm. There is no trip in it.
Sir, scavenge air temperature.
Scavenge air temperature high is also a trip. Also alarm, not trip.
Thrust bearing temperature high trip.
Thrust pad bearing high temperature is a trip.
ओवर स्पीड सर.
ओवर स्पीड, वेरी गुड. तो इसमें शर्माने वाली क्या बात है? बिल आउट. ओवर स्पीड इज अ ट्रिप. एंड व्हाट इज द सेटिंग ऑफ ओवर स्पीड फॉर दिस मेन इंजन?
107.
107%. 107%. इतना प्रिसाइजली आपको कैसे ध्यान है? Okay, you can refer manual. Usually 110% of maximum continuous rated RPM से पे usually आपका ओवर स्पीड का ट्रिप होता है. Okay, and as far as practically possible, over speed trip of main engine, actual over speed trip of main engine is tried only once, and that is during sea trial. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस मेन इंजन का जो ओवर स्पीड ट्रिप होता है वो एक ही बार ट्राई आउट होता है और वो सी ट्रायल के टाइम पे ट्राई आउट होता है. उसके बाद कभी भी हम लोग उस रेंज में मेन इंजन को ऑपरेट नहीं करते. वी ओनली सिमुलेट. ओवर स्पीड ट्रिप का सिर्फ सिमुलेशन होता है, एक्चुअल टेस्टिंग नहीं होता है। ओके, डोंट वरी, आल्सो। ना मेरी स्क्रीन आप सबको दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
दीज आर द शटडाउन्स ऑफ मेन इंजन। ये मेन इंजन के शटडाउन्स है, जिसमें ये दो है। दीज आर नॉन कैंसिलेबल। नीचे में लिखा हुआ है आपका नॉन कैंसिलेबल। ऐसा एक पैनल आप लोग को मेन इंजन कंट्रोल पे दिखता है?
Yes, sir.
So basically, in a standard main engine, we are having only 5 trips: overspeed trip, main lube oil low pressure trip, turbocharger lube oil inlet low pressure trip, thrust pad high temperature trip, and emergency stop. These are the 5 trips. ये हमारे शटडाउन्स हैं मोस्टली मेन इंजन के। Out of that, 2 trips are non-cancelable. That is, overspeed is non-cancelable, and lube oil low pressure trip is a non-cancelable. And remember, all the trips are associated with alarm first. जितने भी आपके ट्रिप्स हैं वो सारे के सारे पहले अलार्म के साथ एसोसिएटेड होते हैं, देन फॉलोड बाय ट्रिप। ओके, आई शो यू द स्लो डाउन्स ऑल्सो। ये आपका स्लो डाउन का लिस्ट है। Please have a look about the slowdowns. Kindly mute your audio. Somebody's mic is on. This is not frequently asked question, but sometimes they used to ask main engine के slowdown और shutdowns के alarms बताओ, या slowdown under which all condition does the main engine get slow down. These list may vary slightly depending upon your engine. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा कि सारे जहाज पे आपका ऐसे ही होगा। The list may vary. अगर आपको आपके शिप का याद है, वेल एंड गुड। अगर नहीं याद है तो ये बोल सकते हो कि सर मेरे शिप पे ऐसा था। फ्रॉम टुमारो आई स्टार्ट जनरेटर्स। ओके, सबसे पहले हम लोग EMF equation will see, excitation system will see, then AVR operation will see, alternator paralleling will see, alternator safeties will see, troop will see. These are the topics which will be coming related to alternators. Battery we have completed. Okay. Sure. For today, we'll stop here, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.